Hey Wildcats, just coming in to check in with you guys on the weekly agenda for this week. For Thursday of the September 8th through September 11th week, so that should be today if you're watching this right after I film it. I want to show you guys exactly what's actually happening, because there's been a lot of issues that people have had with Khan Academy. So if you click into the weekly agenda and you go to slide 3, you're going to see that today you're supposed to go to Khan Academy and do the SAT preparatory diagnostic quizzes. Unfortunately, I didn't give you real good directions for how to get there, so that's what this video is for. If you just click on the Khan Academy link in here, it's going to take you to the general Khan Academy page. So for you, that'll look something similar to this. If you have gotten in this far, but you haven't been able to get any further than this, you weren't able to add me as a teacher to your course or any of the other issues that people have come up with, I'm going to actually start from the very beginning. So if you're not even logged into Khan Academy, your screen should look like this. Clicking login, you'll want to continue with Google. And you are going to want to select your proper account. So for me, that's robert.atkins@gcloud.tisd.org. For you, user ID number at gcloud.tisd.org. Once it logs you in, the screen that's going to come up with for you will either look like this, or if it's the first time you've logged in, it's going to have some demographic questions. The first thing it's going to ask you is what grade are you in? And regardless of what grade you're actually in, I want you to say that you are in 11th grade, that you're a junior. And the reason for that is because the next thing it's going to do is it's going to ask you what courses you want to add to your Khan Academy experience. So if you select junior, you're going to see Algebra 2, Algebra 1, and then if you scroll down, you're going to see SAT. Those are the 3 courses I want you to make sure you have added to Khan Academy. You'll then click continue with 3 courses, and then you should see Algebra 1, Algebra 2, but you won't see SAT. And the reason for that is because SAT is a separate module that shows up underneath courses in my stuff. If you've not added me as a teacher yet, I want you to go ahead and click on Teachers, click Enter a Class Code, and each period has their own class code for Khan Academy. I sent that as a message to you in Schoology. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll get you your class period's code. Once you're done with that and I show up as a teacher under your teachers where Dr. Powell is for me, what I need you to do, today's assignment is the 4 diagnostic tests. So I want you to click on SAT and I want you to click on Practice. The first time you do this, it's probably going to ask you a couple questions before it shows you this page. The first question it's going to ask you is, have you ever taken the PSAT, SAT, or NMSQT? Even if you have taken the test, I want you to go ahead and say no, because I don't want Khan Academy to try to use that data to figure out where it should place you. The second question is going to be, do you want to add your or log into College Board now? I would also say no to that one. You can if you really want to, but for most of you guys, you probably don't even have a College Board log on, so it really doesn't add anything to Khan Academy and it's just not needed. The third question is, do you want to share your results with your teacher, Robert Atkins? Now, I can't make you share it with me, but it'll be a lot easier for me to give you a completion grade on this stuff if you do share the results with me, both through Khan Academy and submitting your end of test pictures through Schoology. So once you answer those 3 questions and you're on this dashboard, you're gonna, at the very top, you're gonna click Practice Again. I don't know why, but mine always defaults to reading and writing, but up here at the top you can switch between the 3 sections that the SAT tests over. So if you click on Math, it may take a second, but it will pop up these diagnostics. Quiz 1, 2, 3, and 4. You'll notice quizzes 1 and 2 say no calculator. Quizzes 3 and 4 say calculator OK. Now, obviously, I'm not monitoring you while you take these. However, your score on these is not going into the gradebook either. I'm just going to look through and make sure that you've done them. I'm not going to care what your result is. So I strongly recommend answering only the questions you personally know how to answer, and don't worry about trying to use a calculator or photo map to get all the answers right. Here's an example. Once you start this quiz, click on Start Task. Next will take you to the directions, and then it's going to tell you the quiz is not timed, and you should select I would be guessing if you don't know the answer. That's true. It's also going to tell you to grab a pencil and paper, and it's going to remind you that when you're taking the SAT, questions like this will be on an area where they won't let you use a calculator. So when I click Start the Quiz, this is my first question. If you don't know how to do this question, don't guess. Just say, I would be guessing. On the actual SAT, obviously you would guess to try to get it right. But for these diagnostics, I'm just trying to figure out where your starting point is. So just click I would be guessing. Once you are done with the first one, I need you to do all 4 of these today. There are 10 questions each, so it is a total of 40 questions, but do remember, most of this stuff is stuff that you don't know how to do yet. So even though some of the problems could take 5 or so minutes to solve, if you don't know how to solve it, don't struggle with it. Just click I would be guessing and move on. Even though there's 40 questions, it really shouldn't take you more than what would be a normal class period to do this. Because, like I said, for the most part, you're just going to click I don't know how to do this and move on. Again, if you do know how to do something, please go ahead and just do the best you can on it. So, that should give you everything you guys need to be able to get into this Khan Academy diagnostic quiz. If you need any help, please let me know. I'm happy to do so. Good luck, Wildcats.